What's up, y'all? Welcome back to The Bridge. My name is Novacashh, and today we got a special guest in the building. I gotta just one time for this guest, okay? I had to just do it. So, you may know him from Love and Hip Hop, and if you don't know him from Love and Hip Hop, you definitely gotta know him because his pieces is always hitting, okay? And if his pieces are not hitting, his Cash App is pinging. So, if you don't know who I'm talking about, he goes by Jaquae. We're going to have him in the virtual building coming up. But before we do that, make sure you're going to subscribe. Go turn on the bell, the notification bell, so you can get notifications whenever I upload a video. But let's get into this interview with Jaquae. I'll see you on the next side. So how has the pandemic been treating you? Like, what you been up to?
I mean, I've been setting up a lot of goals. Like I'm actually about to reopen up my restaurant. Everybody knows about my restaurant in Harlem. For those that don't know, I opened up a restaurant a little after, I signed my first music deal with E1, for the record that I had called My Pieces Hit. And so I opened up a restaurant.
I got to ask you about that. I got to ask you that.
Okay. So I opened up a restaurant. I just actually closed it last year, but I'm actually about to open it back up, but at a different location. It's in Connecticut now. So I moved it from Harlem to Connecticut. It's going to be open up in December. So, I've just been focusing on that. And also, in the studio, working with different artists, getting their craft together and all that. And I got my own record that's about to come out next week. So I've just been working.
I hear that. I want to get into more about the restaurant and all of that. But I want to ask you first about your childhood because I know that you are from Harlem and you used to live down south, right?
Yeah, South Carolina.
Yes, I want to know, because those are just, two different upbringings. So tell me about that. Let me in your life a little bit.
I mean, of course, as a kid, I always wanted to be a superstar. I grew up listening to Missy Elliott, Ludacris, of course, Busta Rhymes, all the animation, music at the time and all that, and it's still in me. So, of course, I was down south, turning up to crunk music and all that, and I came to New York when I was 13 years old, 14 years old, and that's when I got the streets of how to move and all that. So I turned from yes ma'am, no sir, to all right, yo, I heard you beat. You feel what I'm saying?
You can switch it up though sometimes.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Of course I do now because I play both sides of the fence and everything. So yeah, that's how that whole down south, and New York thing came about. Me going back.
How does that influence your music? Because you got a different kind of sound. It's very
that's what I was mentioning about Ludacris, Missy Elliott, Busta Rhymes. It goes all over the place, and then down south was the crunk. You know what I'm saying? It's all type of music. I was always ear to everything.
I used to do Crank That Soldier Boy. I used to get all.
Whoa, I used to do all that. Crank That Batman, all the dances. I was into all that.
About the Batman, I don't understand why.
I mean, it's just like how music is now. You see how everybody want to make RP to Pop Smoke. Everybody want to jump on a drill beat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to come up with something in that pattern. So it's music. You feel what I'm saying? So of course when Soulja Boy came out with the Crank That, somebody wanted to come out with Crank That Batman. Crank That.
They had Crank That Superman, Batman, Lion King,
all that. Everybody wanted a piece of that check.
That's a fact. And then how did you get started in the industry though? Because when you moved up, so tell me when you moved up here, how did you get into the music lane?
I would have to say back in 2006, I was a part of a group called Hood Presidents. We was, of course, in the streets, dancing all day. It was different crews out there, like Team Nerd. Tiana Taylor, she was Team Nerd. Then you had Bianca, doing the chicken noodle soup. And then, you had us, we came up with the Aunt Jackie. You know what I mean? So, it was the Hood Presidents. And we was all over the place, turning up, catching a vibe. And Jason Fox, which, we was all in the same group, he had actually caught the deal. and they signed Jason Fox and the Hood Presidents, and we was out there turning up. I was the backup dancer, and we was just doing our thing, whatever. So I wanted to learn more about the business, so I joined the Bad Boy Street Team. Shouts to Rome. Um, started handing out flyers and doing in-store promotions. I worked with a lot of artists like such as Janelle Monáe, uh, French Montana, um, Sherry Dennis, Gorilla Zoe, Mindless Behavior, uh, um, uh, dang, Kendrick Lamar. I worked with Nicki. I worked with a lot of people doing marketing and promotion, and by me, a little after that, then I actually became a crowd motivator for McDonald's, and I started. I was with them for 5 years. I was doing the CIAA, the Essence Music Festivals. I was the guy that was in a McDonald's cup talking on the mic like, "Hey, what's up, everybody? Who wants some McDonald's cards right now?" Everybody, I want that. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that, and then a little after that, then I became RP to my brother Fred the Godson. I became his hype man, and touring, like doing tours and everything like that.
About, like, did you just say, "Yo, like, I think I could rap. Just give me a shot"?
I gave it a shot at everything, anything that ever. And mind you, I never planned it; it just happened. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so even with Fred, I went to Japan for the first time, and all these other places, and it took Fred the Godson, shouts to my brother, RP them. He was like, "Yo, Jaquae, I think you should focus on yourself as an artist because the way that you on the stage and the people love you and stuff like that. You should focus, do your own thing." And I'm like, word, like, and this is when my boy was at his height, like, you know what I'm saying? He had a record called Monique's Room, and that joint was buzzing on the East Coast and everything. And then I dropped my first record, Big Booty Judy. It was popular in the clubs in New York. Shouts to Cardi B. She know the vibes already. You feel what I'm saying? And she was very supportive with that record. And a lot of, nightlife people was jacking it. And then it took my second record to people was like, oh, snap. The boy can really do his thing. And then I got a movie placement, with Lionsgate. Shouts to Lionsgate with Keanu Reeves. It was Big Daddy Kane. The movie called Exposed. It's on Netflix right now.
Thanks for telling me. I'll go look at it now.
You know what I'm saying? Look up Exposed. You feel me? Like I got my name credit in there too. You feel me? And on my third record is when I got the deal. You feel me? E1. They picked up my record. It's called My Piece Is Hitting. And ever since then, I just been going up. After My Piece Is Hitting, then it was Love and Hip Hop. And after Love and Hip Hop, and then it was open up the stores and all this extra stuff.
So let me talk about My Piece Is Hitting, because that's how I discovered you with that song. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if you knew, it was like a few years ago, everybody was doing like web series, and they had a series called My Pieces.
Pieces, yes.
I think that's where I heard the song from. Did they have your song on that?
Yes, they did. They
did.
They reached out. They reached out to me because what's so crazy, a lot of people that's of course in New York, when they trying to develop something, they don't like too many people, a part of their stuff, whatever. So I was moving with my record. It was all over the radio and everything. And I seen that they had their own web series. And I reached out to them. I said, yo, I see what y'all doing. Yo, congratulations. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all need me for anything? I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I see what y'all doing. And so they reached out, was like, yo, Jaquae, yo, that's crazy. Yo, we would love to use your song and a joint. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I got all the rights to my stuff. Yeah, go ahead. No problem. And everything was like, all right, cool. And they put it in there, and it just went crazy. I started. Yeah, that was a good dope vibe record, because everybody at that time was like, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Everybody was in that vibe, and I just came out of nowhere. It's a beautiful day. It was a different vibe. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah,
I need to ask you, what made you create that song? Because you was like giving away the sauce.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? Like, if you really like, because everybody at that time felt like I was, because I got so much backlash on that joint. Everybody like, yo, Jaquae, yo, you giving up the recipe? You telling everybody what Pieces is, bro? And I'm like, no. If you really listen to the record, I'm talking about splurging on my girl. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about buying her what she want. I'm so happy to be with her. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I'm about to get ready for my day. You feel what I'm saying? But then again, when you listen to it, you be like, oh snap. But the word pieces got everybody like, yo, especially on the East Coast, was like, yo, oh nah, my man is telling on what we got
I
going on.
just gonna put the whole thing in this
You know
song.
what I'm saying? But I must say, the like right after my record went viral. You feel me? Shouts to Greensboro. Shouts to North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, because they was the ones that actually picked my record up, and that's how I got the deal. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so shouts to them. But yeah, when the record was going, and then I hear other people started saying pieces in their songs. Meek Mills, Dej Loaf. It was a lot of people using it. I was like, yo, damn, my record is really getting popping. But a lot of people ain't know what pieces, what I was talking about. They thought I was talking about my chain. Yeah, a lot of people out of town. It was like, yo, nah, yo, what are you talking about pieces? I had to keep telling people, oh, nah, credit card. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of.
I think for real.
Huh?
That's like a New York slang for real.
I know the New York thing for real, yeah. So a lot of people they ain't catch on to it. Like at the East Coast, they knew exactly what I was talking about. But when I was in different towns and all, they ain't know what exactly what I was talking about. But it sounds like it was a female record, so they was like, oh yeah, he's talking about this girl. You know what I'm saying? My piece and said, oh okay, probably talking about her. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good vibe record. But yeah, nah, at that time, and then a lot of people started doing records, talking about pieces, and then incriminating themselves. You know what I'm saying? Going,
It's crazy. Like they
I'm
just
like,
be
yo,
saying it
bro.
all
Now I
out
started
there.
I started looking at it like, oh nah, y'all doing too much now. You feel what I'm saying? And then I just started seeing high end rappers putting how you do it and all this. I'm like, oh man, look what I done started. Like, you feel me? But
And that was not even your intentions on doing that.
yeah, facts.
But okay, so you create very catchy hooks because that was a catchy hook. My piece is hitting. So what is the creative process going into writing music? Like how you get in the zone? Like take me through a day of you writing a song or going to the studio.
Okay, I gotta have Twizzlers. When I'm in a studio session, I gotta have Twizzlers. Uh, I don't know, it's something about Twizzlers that give me like the juices to start creating. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta have Twizzlers, a bottle of water, and just throw the beat on, and I should start going ape after that. Like you feel what I'm saying? And everybody knows Jaquae got like I have to create a hook under 15 minutes. If I don't, it's not even if I don't. I always create a hook under 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my creating process. Like when they be like, "Yo, Jaquae, what you want?" I want Twizzlers. Give me a bottle of water so I can vibe out. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
different from like your typical rapper.
Yeah, everybody want girls in the studio like that. Me, I feel like that shit is a distraction. Cause like I'm gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying, catch a vibe real quick. It's gonna stop my flow. Like, you feel me? Mind you, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So it's like that's my only vibe. Like even if even like when I'm in a club, everybody be thinking I really be drinking. I don't drink. Like I have a cup of cranberry and it look like Henny, and I be faking like I'm smacking. I'm like, yo, what's good? Yo, you good, bro? Alright, my nigga. Hey. And I just smoke a little hookah. That's it. That's all I do. I got my own natural high.
Well, how do you vibe out, or how do you get that energy without the liquor influence or the weed influence? How do you tap into that energy?
Yo, I just have a natural high. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just full of energy. Like I don't need that. A lot of people, of course, need that to get in their little vibe and stuff like that because they probably not too used of all these things that's coming. You know what I'm saying for them and everything. So it just never been my type of thing. And then and then I look at different commercials about how people living and all that collapsing. I don't want that shit happening. Excuse my language, but I don't want that happening to me. Like y'all can have that. Like you feel me? And that's what's gonna have people out here with the, what I'm saying, the speakerphone to their neck piece. Like I am good, ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? Even though I know hookah is really like as
Like
a part to that, but I
something.
don't see it as that. You know what I mean? Like hookah is good, babe, flavor vibes. You feel me? But it's all about the much that you consume. You feel what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lot of people, they go to a club every night, and I'm telling you, bro, like you gotta drink some water. Like your pee gonna look golden. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like you feel me? So
Your
it's all
skin
about.
looking good though. That melanin is popping right
Oh yeah,
now.
that's a fact. That's a fact. And I ain't put no
Okay.
lotion on either. I ain't
Okay.
even put no lotion.
That's what
I'm.
happens when you drink water.
I think I might come out with my own mask or something like that.
Listen, I'm loving the business idea. You got the restaurant. Now you're gonna drop a skincare line. Like, what's up?
Yeah, that's like a vibe. And he's not veneers either. It's fine.
Okay, let them know.
I'm dead.
So, like, why do you call yourself Cash App King or King of Cash Apps?
Oh, okay. So let me tell you a story about that, right? So everybody always been wondering, and what's so crazy, this is my first time actually speaking about this. All right, so 2 years ago, this is when I just got on Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my birthday. I was just announcing, yo, I'm about to get on Loving Hip Hop and everything, whatever like that. No, this is right after the season of Loving Hip Hop. And I was like, yo, my birthday is around the corner. For all my fans that want to give me a gift, whatever, send me $5 since my birthday is on the 5th. So I had so many people sending me money. Like when I say my phone was doing a little coin, sound and all that, jumping in my joint. Then in 2 days, I received $32,000. 32,000 in my cash app. So I'm thinking that it was some fraud shit going on. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna touch this because this joint a little spooky. So I didn't touch it for a month. I left it alone. So I'm like, yo, nah, it didn't reverse. It didn't do none of that. Nah, this money that my fans was giving to me. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time I was getting $100. Safari sent me $500. It was a lot of people sending me money, but that shit was adding up. So a month later, that's when I say, yo, you know what? Yo, whoever that's in need, if you need some money for your light bill, or ladies, if you need some money to get your hair done or whatever like that, drop your cash app down below. I'm gonna bless you. So that's when I started doing the blessings accounts and everything like that. And everybody was like, oh snap, yo, damn, Jaquae, yo, this is official. And this is like when Cash App, nobody wasn't really on Cash App like that. You
Before
feel me? Like,
dropping
yeah,
it.
like this
Yeah.
is like when they was just little and they was trying to break. You feel what I'm saying? So I was going crazy on it. And I just started playing little games, doing raffles, and had people like, yo, listen, if you want to join my raffle, enter right now. I'm giving away free flights. I'm giving away this, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm giving away this much amount of money. You feel what I'm saying? So that's when everybody started like, you know what? Now this joint right here is official. And I had a lot of people saying, hey, I won, Jaquae, $5,000. Jaquae, I won 3,200. It depends on whatever I put up. And people, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, they join it, but that would actually spark it up. And shout out to my investors, because I actually had two investors at that time that was putting up money that was, after I was running out my money, that's when the
You need
investors
some
came in.
backup.
Yeah, that's when they came in, and it was like, yo, Jaquae, hey, we would like to, fund what you're doing. So, long story short, that's like that whole, tax situation, when they got big companies and stuff like that, they want to invest in something, like that's a quick way to get bread out, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But they invested, and it's actually money sending out to people.
It ain't your money.
Yeah, it's not not now, but before, when I realized that joint, that 32 dropped down to like 9K, I'm like, hold on, slow down, King.
But listen, you
But,
made a whole business out of it, and I will say you're a genius at marketing. So I get
oh
you
man, thank
to
you,
take that title too.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Because
thank
that's
you.
crazy. A lot of people, like, I honestly wouldn't even think about that. At that time, nah, I wouldn't have.
Nah, I was, what's so crazy? I was so ahead of my time. It's like, it seemed like I'm always ahead of my time. Like, even with the music, or what's just whatever I do, whatever I put my mind into, I always like to, just aim for it. And I got a lot of things that I'm actually in the works with right now, and I just can't wait till everybody get tuned in, because, oh man, I'm about to hit everybody so hard. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
And then explain to me how you got on Love and Hip Hop, because so you was popping off with your songs, your music, and then you transitioned into TV. And I know that's like, Love and Hip Hop got its own stigma. Everybody know Love and Hip Hop. But what made you decide, like, all right, I'm gonna take that chance to expand my brand and hop on Love and Hip Hop? Did you reach out to them? Did they reach out to you? Like, how did that work?
Oh, I mean, the way it worked, right? It was like I had 7 songs on the radio before I got on Love and Hip Hop. I had 7 records on the radio, and it was going crazy. And of course, it had people wondering. And this is when I just got off my deal with E1, and you know, I was dating Sophia the Body, and they wanted her to be on the show, and she wanted me to go with her just to support. You know what I'm saying? While she do a meeting, and B Jones, he's one of the producers there, came to me and was like, "Yo, you know, I know your girl in there and all that, but you know, we interested in you too." And I'm like, "What? I just came here to support." Like, you feel what I'm saying? It was like, "Nah, yo, I'm telling you, you're gonna be a star. Like, you already got the girls is already talking about you and everything like that. You fit perfect for this joint. Just give us some time to think about it, but we really want you." And I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Yo, but does she know about that?" You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Listen, I got you." I'm like, "All right, bet, heard you." You know what I'm saying? And so I did a meeting. They was interested. It was like, "Jaquae, would love to have you." And I must say, a lot of people always, you know, talk bad about Love and Hip Hop, like, "Oh, they did this and all that." No, you did all these things yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you get in front of that camera, it's all on you. They're not putting anything behind your back to be like, "Yo, we need you to," you know what I'm saying? Like, you
But
the
they
one
make
that
it
shot
seem that
these
way,
scenes.
like people are practicing fighting scenes, and people are they just go into it like, "Oh, you set this up, like you did this to me."
Yeah,
So
it was.
that stigma.
Yeah, it was never. It's never Love and Hip Hop for at all. I'm happy. What like everything that I received from Love and Hip Hop, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be a part of the cast, and not only that, like me, I like to develop relationships, like from down to the driver. You feel what I'm saying? Like I stay in contact with everybody, and I must say that since I got on Love and Hip Hop, so many doors opened up, even to the point I signed a deal with Sean John. I ended up in every Macy's store. Like, come on, let's like who you know from Love and Hip Hop did that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, got on the show and then end up in every, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in high end Macy's. Like, come on, bro. You feel me? Like, I salute Mona. I salute everybody at Viacom. Everybody that actually believed in me to the point that when I got on the show, it was never a made up story. Everything. That's why I was on every episode in my first season. You feel me? I missed the first episode because that was about Remy, but every episode after Remy, I was on every episode. Why? Because I had a
entertaining.
I, I had a real story going on. I had so much stuff going on really in my life, like all that with my ex girlfriends and everything. All that stuff was real. Like it was nothing. Sit down, like, "All right, come on, let's plan this." No, you feel me? It was very entertaining, and then it's like I give off that positive vibe. That if something's not rocking right, I'm gonna say something about it. I always like to, you know, I'm always in the conversations. I be like, "Yo, ladies, chill. Y'all gotta vibe about getting money." You feel what I'm saying? All that
Yeah.
type of stuff. You feel me? So, you know, I appreciate everything. You know, Love and Hip Hop and Viacom actually did for me, for real.
You
Shout
got
out to
that
VH1.
where it's just like, nah, you're like my friend in my head because you just so jokey, mad jokey for no reason.
I
Like,
am. I'm a problem. I ain't gonna hold you. I have you running all day, rolling on the floor. Like, yo, this guy is so crazy. Like, you feel me?
I feel you though. And then what was it like with the cameras? Because that transition from not having cameras always in your face to now 20. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you have like set times that it's in your face, but it's still in your face. And now you got to be conscious about, all right, whatever I say is gonna get picked up, and I can't take it back. So, what was that transition like?
I mean, I was always so used to the camera. Only simple fact because, like I said before, all of this, I was on the Bad Boy Street team. So I always had the brand, I always had a market. I always had to be out there before the artists get to the signing stores. You feel me? So I was always in front of people like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" Da da da. They always had their phones out. and I was always in front of it. So once I got on Love and Hip Hop, it was a piece of cake. Like to the point they was like, oh yo, the way he works the camera, it's like we don't even have to tell Jaquae anything. Like that's why everybody was loving me. Like, yo, nah, we're gonna put him in that scene too. Oh, nah, let's add him with that conversation because he's gonna spice it up. You feel me? So yeah, I just never had no, you know, problems with that.
And I want to ask you about the street team, just like diverting for a little bit, because I was on the street team and I hated it, but it seemed like you love the street team. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference is, because I know I hated going out and have to hand out flyers and people like, and like be like, hey guys, come spin the wheel. I
Yo,
hate it.
yo, a lot of people, I ain't gonna hold you, a lot of people didn't really like it. I loved it. You know why? Because, you know, I always wanted to learn. And I always want and I love connecting with people. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't know what was my next goal was gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know where I was going next, but I just love giving that energy and just hopefully something will, you know, come
Yeah.
out come from it. You feel me? So when it comes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Going out there handing the flyers, then you got people wild disrespectful, won't
Yeah.
look at you, or even when you hand it to them, as soon as you walk past them, they drop it on the floor, and it's like, all right, cool. But then again, shouts to Rome. He was like, yo, bro, if they throwing on the ground, that's still promotion because people like walking with their heads down. They're gonna read it regardless.
I didn't think about that one.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, cool. So, you know, shouts to my mentor, Rome. Like, he was the one that was telling me about these things. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So if they drop it in, forget it. But I understand the frustration when they be like, yo, listen, I don't want to do this. Y'all want me to go out where? How many hours? 2 hours?
Yo,
Oh,
that's
nah.
me
Y'all
every shit.
bugging.
Hey, to the what? How far I gotta drive? To the what?
Yeah, I
Like,
did it all. I did it all. I did accounts for Metro PCS. I used to
yeah, I
I
did that.
yo, you said what?
I used to do that. Metro PCS, the phone stores, I,
Yo,
the beach, the boardwalks, all of that. All of that.
all that. Yo, I was out there like, yo, hey, how you doing? Yes, we got the new phone right now. Oh, this is very touchscreen. I'm telling you right now, it's much better. What carrier you got? I'm telling you, you got to get us right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know what I'm saying? Talking like that, they get it sold. You feel me? Like,
Oh,
I used to do all that.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. And then back to love and hip hop with the friendships that you develop. Are they real friendships? Do you still have these friendships? Do you guys like talk every single day with the friendships that you develop? Like, how is that?
Yes, it's love with everybody, even not only just New York cast. I'm talking about L.A. I'm talking about Miami. I'm talking about Atlanta. Everybody from all over. You know, I connect with all of them. Like it's all love. You know, even down to Stevie J. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like you know what I'm saying. He reached out. He rock with your boy too. You feel me? It's a lot of people, man. Yeah, it's a lot of people that really rock with me. You feel me? So imagine he's like in the beginning,
Kind of
even
situation?
Jim Jones. You feel what I'm saying? Like I reached out to all of them, like these all my people. You feel me? So
Worker kind of situation is more like a family unit, like the whole entire franchise.
yeah, the whole entire franchise, they all rock with me. They know who Jaquae is. I gave them a good show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gave them a good show. To be like, oh, word, this new cat is doing that. Oh, okay. He trying to take over.
Bro, he put me on the pieces. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah,
I
man.
watch a new single now because it's dropping the 14th of this month, right?
Yeah, so Friday is definitely dropping. I'm gonna release it like for people to pre-save it, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually officially release it next week. I haven't gave it like a date yet, but I want everybody to pre-save it first and everything. Everybody's like so hype about the 14th because the way I've been promoting it, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, you gotta go get it. I'm telling you, the 14th is I feel like Valentine's Day, and they're like, yo, what's up? So when I reset like re-promoted it and say, yo, listen, this for save only. And be like, yo, come on, bro, you bugging, bro. Like, you telling me the 14th, now you extending it? Like, come on. Nah, but only reason why I'm doing that because I'm actually giving everybody a video with it now. You feel me? At first, I was
Okay.
just gonna give, just a record, which I'm gonna actually announce it again. I'm gonna give everybody a video with the record. I want to do it all in one shot instead of just a record.
That's fair enough. I think that's fair. They be alright.
Yeah, they're
Y'all
gonna be out.
alright. Y'all getting a video. So what was the inspiration behind it though? Because the track is called Numbers.
Yep.
So what was the inspiration behind that? Was it the Cash App?
Yes, it was.
Oh, man, you better drop a $5 in my Cash App to get that right.
That's a fact. Just tell me what your Cash App is.
Oh.
Nah. Yeah, it was basically, like my whole Cash App because, I always send so much money out. And, and I get so much love from people when I be like, yo, listen, I be sending jokes like, I'm so hungry. Can somebody send me some breakfast money? And it be fans like really showing mad love and sending me money. And I'll be like, yo, damn, I was just joking, y'all. And then I'll be like, yo, I'm actually refunding everybody back. And they resend it back like, no, I wanted you to have this. And I'm like, yo, you really rock with me. You feel me? So that's why I came up with this record called Numbers. Like, watch me run up these numbers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's really like your fans really. You got a cult fan base.
Yo, word. I ain't gonna hold you. My whole Instagram is so lit. Like, it's to the point that I feel like like I have a partnership with Cash App because because at the end of the day, me and Cash App, like we still, communicate. Like whenever I reach out to them, they respond back instantly. They got my Cash App verified and everything like that. And
I didn't know you could.
You said what?
I didn't know you could verify your Cash App.
Yes. Jack, he was the first to get verified, and then I was like the fifth person, you know what I'm saying, to get verified on Cash App. But but now people can get verified now. But they gave me that love because at the end of the day,
it don't work. It don't. Who cares about the rest? You top 5.
You know what I'm saying? It's that love, and it's just like when they doing the blessings, when they got now they call it blessings, mind you, Jaquae, I started that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So of course they gotta show that love, and then my everybody have like this limit that they can only send like probably 2,500 or whatever like that, and then you gotta wait a week. Now my joint is unlimited. Like I can send out 100,000 if I want to with no problems. Shouts to Cash App, man. Numbers we going up. Word.
And then I want to know this: do you have any other interests other than music, dancing? Because I would assume you're from Uptown.
Yes. Mind you, like I said before in the beginning, I was a backup dancer, for the crew, Hood Presidents. You know what I'm saying? Before we actually got the deal with Def Jam, Jermaine Dupri signed the record, the Aunt Jackie, Jason Fox, Hood Presidents, and of course, everybody know the marketing skills and hype manning, crowd motivating, and and of course TV. And I took a break from me doing music because I want to master TV, but now I'm officially back, and it makes sense to drop this record because I'm the Cash App King. You know what I'm saying? I'm making these numbers go. You feel me?
So like, all right, take me back to your dancing days because the Aunt Jackie was popping. And then they got the chicken noodle soup and all that going on. So like, let me in on that lifestyle, cause I know I'm from Brooklyn, right? So it's a little different down in Brooklyn, cause you had the shots of dancers in Brooklyn and stuff like that.
I was flexing a lot.
Yeah, all of that.
I know.
And then Uptown, they had to get light. I tried to get light, I couldn't get light. I don't know why. My legs just wasn't working for me, but it's okay. So how was that whole era for you? Like, just
it was wonderful. That was the start. That was the birth of Jaquae. I mean, around that time, I went by the name of Crazy Legs. I had the illest legs in Harlem, and I was toe whopping, Harlem shaking, going crazy, and it was around that time. It was lit. That was the vibes. I used to go to all the skating rain, the stream parties, all those the vibes, like, and we used to battle everybody from different boroughs. Brooklyn, y'all always wanted to flex, so we had a corporate, we had to mix in our light feet with the flex too. You feel what I'm saying? To give it a bop.
Friday, what's it? Friday Night Light.
Yeah, yeah.
To watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. We used to come over there to Empire skate ring, go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember those vibes.
I miss the skate days.
Yeah, but nah, that around that time it was really big because dancing was a wave. You had the down south two step, then you had Crank That Soldier Boy. It was a good vibe. It was a good vibe. Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna switch hats. We're gonna put on your business hat. Well, we was in your business hat, but I want you to get your business CEO hat on right now because we're about to talk about your restaurant. I want to know, how did you embark in that whole entire venture? Because that's completely different. That's a whole different lane. So, what made you want to start a restaurant? How did you start the restaurant? How did you open the business?
I mean, shout out to my partner Joe. After I signed my recording deal for my pieces hitting, yeah, I was always asked, yo, Jaquae, what are you gonna do with your big check? What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna buy some chains? Are you gonna buy a car? What are you gonna do? And I said, I want to invest in something because I want to make more money. And they didn't get it. But then again, my friend, he was like, yo, Jaquae, I'm about to open up this restaurant right in Harlem, not too far from where you from. And, I want to know if you want to invest into it because, I'm waiting for this other investor. And I was like, yo, I got the bread right now. I just signed a deal. He said, what? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And that's how that happened. And then ever since then, he been, of course, making sure everything is good there and all that. I ain't let nobody know anything for a whole year until I got on Love and Hip Hop, and I let everybody know, yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy Jaquae. This is my restaurant, and they be like, yo, for real, I been going there the whole year. And ever since I got on national TV with it, that's when I got so many people coming to visit, coming to like getting orders, and then what's so crazy, I turned it up a notch when I got Uber Eats and all that, and sales is going up to the point that I had it for 4 years, and we was like, yeah, we're gonna officially close it down and get a bigger spot. And now this new location, it's gonna have everybody like this, like, hold on.
So why you don't leave? How come you didn't decide to just open 2 locations instead of closing down the one and then opening a bigger one?
I mean, it was some at that location. I just didn't I wanted to just move it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was time for a bigger, spot. And like we had bigger visions for the brand itself and everything. Like, yeah, it was cool to start off there. But now it was time to really get something, because mind you, everyone knows I'm a party person, and I like going to, different spots like Made in Mexico, all those things in Dykeman and all that. And I always wanted like the hookah vibes and all that. So I was like, you know what? Nah, let's just, huh?
Like a lounge kind of vibe.
Lounge kind of vibe. And I say, let's finish this. Let's get done with this and really open up a spot. And then we're gonna move forward with other things. You feel what I'm saying? Because because I just can't have that and then have a big spot. It's just everything gotta add up. It's just like McDonald's. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't just gonna have a McDonald's and then have some little mini market joint. Like, nah, you need something that's gonna match up to every single one to turn it to a franchise. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You are very smart. Like, for real.
Thank you.
For real. And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh man, next 5 years, I see, more businesses open. You know what I'm saying? With my own reality show.
You won.
My own reality show. Besides that, of course, still doing music. That's not gonna stop. And open up more, stores.
Have you ever considered doing like vlogs on YouTube? I think like you'll be one of those people that have like 1 million subscribers.
I never thought of that. You know what I'm saying? I never thought of that. Like if somebody came in and wanted to manage that part and just be like, all right, bet, just throw the camera on. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll be interested into it. But like me sitting up, like, all right, bet, let me go to YouTube real quick. All right, so we can look. All right, cool. Yo, what's up, y'all? Yo, it's my new, I ain't got time for that. You feel me? Like, I'd rather just, like, you gonna catch me on some TV-ish. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But you could do behind the scenes, like, hey guys, I'm just here chilling. You know, what's up? Talk to me. No, it was just an idea. It was just an idea.
It's a good idea, but Jaquae ain't got time for that. I'm trying to plan on some. It'd be dope. Like I said, if somebody could manage that part and do it without me even like worrying about it. Because mind you, I'm already thinking about things for the future. I'm thinking about the larger bags. Like you feel me? Like it's cool. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure enough. A lot of people make a killing out of that. I'm not knocking that. You feel me? But
Nah, you gotta have time for that because that YouTube alone is like a job.
That's a job in itself, and I already know that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta wake up in the morning, like think it's just like OnlyFans right now. You gotta think about content. You gotta be like, I bet. So hey, I'm going OnlyFans and just shave my eyebrow. Like,
let me ask you about this. How you feel about OnlyFans and everybody going on OnlyFans? Like all these celebrities, all these different people going on OnlyFans. How you feel about that?
I mean, it's dope. It's really creative. I don't have nothing against it. It's made for certain people. You know what I mean? And it's all about content at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like you got people, of course, showing their body parts and stuff like that, hoping to get a lot of money and it's cool. I ain't got nothing against it. And mind you, OnlyFans is not just about sexual stuff. Only OnlyFans is basically was made and created for people that want to connect with their fans and promote products and and like if you want exclusive like music and stuff like that, you can go to OnlyFans and get the official link and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not all about the, the butts and the chest and your meat and all that. It ain't about that, but it's about that because it's a space for you to create and get money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
And
have nothing against it. I would have created OnlyFans too. I would have did that. But like I said, that's something like YouTube for me. Like me sitting there, I created one and I just like
like,
like,
I'm not gonna come up with now.
yeah, exactly. And mind you, I done mastered Instagram to a T. And I think that's why I'm so sold. Like, I'm already getting paid just for being on Instagram. Like, I get paid just for people want me to advertise their things on my page. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's like I'm already getting paid. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go over there. But when I go over there, it's gonna be the same fans that follows me that's gonna go over there too and want the same.
Yeah. Honestly, and then like you say, you got your Cash App going on too. So it's technically like you kind of got your Instagram like OnlyFans, but it's not OnlyFans because you still make money. Like,
Exactly. So it's like okay, cool, bro. You doing too much. You double dipping. You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
get it. I get it.
Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Y'all get the exclusive right here. Like, watch me turn up, man.
I get it. I just
Yeah.
want to thank you so much. I had so much
Nah,
fun.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your time. For real.